up, guys? I'm gonna pop this video off with a quick Bible verse I feel like was given to me just now, and it goes like this: the path of the prudent, the path of life, leads upward for the prudent, that he may turn away from Sheol below. So in this phase of my life, if there's one thing I've been kind of clinging to, it's that you have to look at it from a perspective of the outcome, or maybe a greater end that you're going for, instead of maybe what today can give you, what this path will give you, because this path is greater than today. It's greater than a moment you had. It's an outcome that is a journey. And so, if you slip up and you make a mistake, that's the good thing about, the path that God calls us on, or the path that God takes us on, is that it's a process, right? It's not an immediate reward. It's something that you get eventually. And not that you should strictly look forward to your goal. That's something that I struggle with a lot. But it's just the fruit and the nature of the pursuits that God invites us on. It's a slow growing fruit, rather than what this world invites us on, which is I'm gonna get it now in full. I want it now in full, and I want it today. I don't want to wait, and there's no character in that. But anyways, I had an idea, a little more simple, right? 2 elevators. Let's look at an elevator on the left, and let's put an elevator on the right. Maybe you're at a fork in the road, and you have, maybe you're struggling with something, right? You're trying to reach your goal. You're trying to achieve and just hang in there, and you want to keep going, right? Because you have something in mind. Maybe God's called you to something, right? Maybe God has something for your life, but you're not seeing it right now. Okay? And usually when that happens, Satan always has something next to you, and he's got an alternative for you. He's like, just give into this. I give it to you now. Partake of this. It'll make you happy. It'll give you peace. X, Y, Z, all the things he has in the book. But here's the thing. So that elevator on the left that Satan's offering you, it's always open, right? Or it's always willing to go up. It's always willing to take you somewhere. But what he doesn't tell you is that elevator always goes back down to that elevator goes back down to the 0 floor. It goes back down. Satan will give you a pleasure. He'll give you a pleasure, maybe a reward, right? And it'll give you a rush and a boost in the moment for turning away from God, or turning away from whatever he doesn't want you to get you to. He doesn't want you to get to. But what he doesn't tell you is that, it may take you to the 10th floor, but that elevator, it always goes back down to 0. And some people are chained to that. Every day they get in the same elevator, knowing that, they're going to go back down to 0 floor. Go up to 2, back down to 0. Up to 2, back down to 0. But the long road, the narrow road, as Jesus says, right? Maybe putting aside, right? We want to put aside sacrifice those old pleasures we used to have. For me, it'd be smoking, right? We can go all into it, right? When you put those aside and you go for the higher things in life, like wisdom, or successes that have to do more with the long-term grind, right? That's a journey. And sometimes that elevator, that right elevator, it might be stagnant on that 5th floor for a while. But if you look at the long term, it's still aiming for that floor 100, the top of the Empire State Building. That's where that elevator is taking you. You keep in mind, my elevator might be stagnant right now, but this elevator that I'm in, it's bound to go up to the top. That's where it's bound to take me. And that's the path of wisdom. It leads upward for the prudent. And, you know, there's faith that needs to be, you know, that needs to be accompanied by faith to understand that what you're going through is only temporary, but what's in store for you is eternal. What's in store for you is long-term. And that'll keep you from maybe, okay, you know what, maybe that thing that I'm tempted to do, or the alternative road that's being offered to me that's more short-term and rewarding right now, you know, maybe that's maybe when I look at it from this perspective, that's not going to take me as far. Maybe I'm not going to grow as much from that. Maybe I'm made for more than that, right? So thank you, God. So that's something that came to me, you know, because I couldn't tell you how much in 2024 this year has been a year of, okay, do you want to give up? You want to throw in the towel? You want to go back to the old life? You know, it's appealing. It's appealing. But when I look back to my old life, what did I have in store for me? What was the end? What was the end all be all? I don't think there was really anything. You know, it was just every day was like a repetition, right, of the same thing. And so, not that I'm, you know, not doing things that are vain now, right? That's just part of living in this world. It's a vain world, but cling to that. Cling to that vision, the end goal, you know, the long term, and know that the path that God's calling you on, or what you're destined for, is long term. And there's a lot of opportunities to take into something temporary to just knock you off of that. So I hope, you know, we learn that in these younger years. If you're like me, you know, I hope we learn that and understand that, we grasp that, because you know, that's what came to me today. So I hope y'all have a great day. I'll leave that verse in the description. Y'all take care, and yeah, just keep that end goal in mind. Keep the long-term vision in mind. It's a process, it's a journey, but it's worth it in the end. It's always worth it, and you're not stepping back. You're actually moving forward. And if your path that you're on seems more attacked, it seems more, you know, hectic, maybe that's because there's a price to pay for what you're going for what's in store for you, right? You know, that's between you and the Creator, though. You know, that's not for me to decide. I just want to throw in maybe some perspective that a couple people could feed off of, you know, in this season. So y'all have a great day. God bless.